Let's get into the parishes here. Let's see where we are. I want supplies first and foremost. There's Cat just bombard the entire thing. I know, really. If only that would work well. Yeah, let's get vote 2 while we're here. We got no wood, barely have any stone, so I think this is the first thing we need to do is send some supplies to the parishes here. Try to get all the parishes caught up to how we want to be here. So we need iron. Don't need. Well, we could do with some pitch, but I don't know here. Right now, the key is just getting the rest of the walls and everything else built up here. Which of course we need to level up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see, we still need to level up a lot too. Catapult or ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I kind of think I misplaced this one. I should probably have put it there. That's alright. So Don, how's Lapu? Yeah, see Lapu, I did the same thing. I put it all in those corners there. Although we do have some pitch here in Lapu-Lapu. 20,000, 17,500. So I think I want to get at least all the parishes up to 20,000 stone. Wood's going to be a different matter because each of these costs 10,000. Why did you play in Maple Story? Because that's the only time I can do it. That's the best time it works for me that day. What's that? That's for tomorrow, right? Where's my weekly schedule? Yeah, because I'm doing see, because I might not even be able to do Train Simulator tomorrow. That's the thing. It's sort of the Train Simulator is a placeholder right there. It's like the only guarantee I got is that 9 to 11 spot, and I need to do Maple. You know, I gotta get a stream for Maple Story in there, so that's why Maple Story's there. It's like even today, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to stream this afternoon on my channel. So I definitely want to try Portal, but that's why that's sort of how I plan these streams. Is like on the days where the time is, I may not actually be able to get on or stream at all, let alone for that length of time. Maybe it'll have to be a shorter stream or something like that. I'll do sort of like the single player, the one-off games to make it easier for me in case I have to skip them. But for the games, I definitely got to do Maple Story. I definitely got to do the Wild Stars. I'll always put them in the slots. I know I can definitely do that time slot. So those are the games, the ones I definitely got to do or want to do are the ones I put for those time slots where I know I'm going to be, which is usually later at night now anymore. I know, but yeah, I know. I did that for 100 days of gaming. Yeah, I did Portal for 100 days of gaming, and I'm like, oh, I need to get in there and finish the game now. I've sort of been debating on whether I want to start fresh again, just start fresh, or just continue where I left off from 100 Days of Gaming. And I'm sort of my original idea was when I start streaming Portal normally, outside of 100 Days of Gaming, I'll just start fresh again. Just start, because there are a couple of achievements I kind of missed. So I'll just start fresh. That way I can work on those achievements as I go through. But as it turns out now, with my stream schedule always up in the air, it's like, well, maybe I'll just continue on and see if I can finish the game. Will I play on USA 5? Probably not. I saw that was launching next week. I doubt it, because just from the simple fact I don't have a lot of time to dedicate anymore to one single game, let alone multiple worlds on that game, or at least on that game being Stronghold Kingdoms here, because originally I played on 4 different worlds when I actually started streaming and playing Stronghold Kingdoms. I was on USA 1, USA 2. Then when Global Conflict 1 came out, I started on that one. And of course, when Island Warfare came out, I started on that one. But originally I started on USA 1 and then started doing USA 2 because I wanted to take a different research path on USA 2. I wanted to go more theology, whereas on USA 1 I went more military. So I started on those 2 worlds, and like I said, when GC1 came out, I started playing on that one because it was at the time a new world, a different concept world. And then of course same thing with Island Warfare. When that came out, there was a new world. It was a different concept, a slightly different mechanics, so I started on those. But it got to the point to where it was just impossible for me to maintain my villages on all 4 of those worlds, and it's just like I just don't have time to do it. And when I started streaming more, it's like, well, I'm a variety streamer, so I'm going to stream a whole bunch of different games through the week instead of sticking just to 1 or 2. I kind of whatever I happen to feel like playing any given day is what I'm going to end up streaming. And usually when I stream, that's the free time I have. I don't have a lot of free time outside of my actual streaming schedule to do a lot of stuff. So I got to the point where I just said I just got to cut back. I got to stop playing on all these worlds. So I ended up stop playing on USA 1, 2, and Global Conflict. I'm just sticking to Island Warfare here because I got a bunch of people I'm with that will come onto the streams and have helped me out. So it just turned out that most of the people that I'm interacting with more while playing this game are on Island Warfare. So that's sort of why I've stuck with Island Warfare here. In addition to the fact that this is the one world where it takes the longest amount of time to get through an age. I kind of don't like how quick the age changes. Age 1 is always my favorite age because it's just the way the mechanics of the parishes and the bonuses we get through the buildings work, to where you can delete the building and still maintain the bonus. So that's kind of why I've stuck with Island Warfare 1 as well, because it's going to be the one world that lasts the longest. And there's a few things I don't like how they set up with the era worlds. I don't think so. I haven't played on any era world, and I probably don't plan to. So in fact, I've been talking with some of the people I play with here on Island Warfare, and we're all like, when it comes time for this world to end, we're probably going to end up stop playing Stronghold Kingdoms at all, just because this is sort of the mechanics we enjoy playing now. I think with the era worlds, the one thing I did like, I think that did change, was that the bonuses maintain. It's sort of more of an age 1, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I read what the era mechanics are, but I think that was one of them, which I kind of did like. But there's some other things I didn't like. I like how they handled the faith points. I don't think, I understood why they changed the faith points around, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to make a difference where it really makes a difference with handling disease and that kind of stuff. to where if there's a cap on faith points, people aren't going to spend those faith points randomly, especially if there's a potential for war. They're just going to hit the cap and stay at the cap no matter what. You know, because if you start curing disease, all of a sudden war breaks out. Oh, I could have used those faith points. Now I gotta wait till I hit cap again, and that kind of stuff. You know, it's going to be that kind of thing. So yeah, I really once I read through what the era worlds offer, I'm like, yeah, I don't really have any interest in playing any of those. So yeah, for the most part, I'm just going to stick here. I am on World 1 just to grab up some, just to grab up the bronze rewards when the world ends. I'm just sort of camping there is all I'm doing. Island Warfare is pretty much going to be my main world because that's the one I have time to maintain and go through. I just don't have time to play on another world actively. So there's no, if I can't be active enough to really maintain villages and that kind of stuff on the world, there's no point in going onto that world to do it. Like I said, I'm on World 1 just because the same people I play with here are on there just to get bronze rewards when the world ends. So that's pretty much my philosophy right now with Stronghold Kingdoms. Just going to stick with Island Warfare till that world ends, and then in a couple of years when that happens, we'll make the determination on where we go from there, whether we do play another game or play on another world or not. At that point, we'll see if there's any changes or anything to the era mechanics or not by that time, to see if it makes it more appealing for me to start up on another world, which is another thing. You know, every time you start up on a new world, you start from scratch. It's like, you know, by the time Island Warfare rolled around here and this and that, I'm like, oh my God, just starting research from scratch, achievements from scratch, you know, everything from scratch is like, oh no. It's like, yeah, it gets a little bit too annoying for me for that. So having to start on an error world from scratch, I'm like, yeah, no. I'd rather, once I'm established on a world, I'd rather just keep building myself up there. Oh, I didn't want to see that yet. Dang it, I looked at the wrong one. I thought that was a wolf flare I attacked. Alright, bandit camp done. Good, we've got that. Small camp, that's what we like. Well, we did destroy the wolf. Alright, so we will take a look at that for battle report of the week. In the meantime, let's get back to what I was doing here. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go, thank you. Alright, so I gotta check Lavagan here. Let's see where we're at for Lavagan. Okay, we're not too bad. Alright, so we gotta get some trading here. We gotta get caught up on a few things here. So we got one ballista we can throw down. Alright, so Shu has the most ballistas. Lavagan has the least. We can only put one down. Lapu-lapu, I think, has the most. 2, 4, 6, 7. And we have the ability to put another 3. So we're going to need a lot of wood. So now we actually need to level up these buildings a bit more. Don Mariano Marcus, we have no wood really ability to put 2. So we're going to need at least 20,000 wood. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll get wood to match up ballistas. So we'll place all the ballistas that we can. So we need 20,000 wood in Don Mariano Marcus. We need 10,000 in Lapu. Lavagan, we're right there. We don't need any wood in Lavagan. Okay. Oh, come on. See, now it's starting to lock up a little bit more often now, which is kind of annoying. Alright, nope. This is what we're looking at. So we need, what do we need? We need 30,000 more wood. Or no, 10,000 more wood. That's what we need. 10,000 more wood here in Lapu. And I think, what did I say? 20,000 in Don. So 10,000 here in Lapu. Let's go ahead and trade this. It does. Let's see who has. Somebody's got to be maxed out here. Yeah, Barag. So we'll do. Let's go ahead and do. We'll just do 4,000. So we're going to want to trade some stone anyway. 72 in Bawa. We'll do 4,000. Beiding, we will do the 2,000. Come on. Oh, you locked up on me. Locked up on me again, baby. There we go. Alright, so Don Mariano Marcus. So we need Don Mariano Marcus, please. Thank you. I say we needed 20,000 here. So let's see what our potential is there. Not really a whole lot. Bordonius. Yeah, see, we're really lacking here. Benzania. Benzania's got the most, so let's get 6,000. So we still need 14,000. So we're gonna have to go from these guys here. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Problem is, let's go 4,000. Come on. Problem is, it's going to take 15 minutes to get there, so we're going to have to trade some stone too. And go from there. Now I lost count of how much wood I'm actually sending to Don Mariano. Blimmin', it'll take a while, huh? Bordonius, Bornif. Wave Non's gonna need some wood. I don't know why we're so lacking in wood here in Wave and all. Yeah, so yeah, let's go to Blavenall real quick here while we wait for that. Let's go throw down another woodcutter. Got 350, 343, 361. That may be the ticket. 361. Yep. All right, so let's go 368. Oh, there we go. All right, so we'll throw that down. There we go, thank you. I don't think this sets off the YouTube flag anymore, but very be safe than sorry. Alright, so lapu-lapu, so we can at least build our ballista here in lapu-lapu. Let's get to the right screen. Alright, so how do we want to do this? 222, so we're definitely going to want to do that. And that. And so we got 5 on this side, 4 on this side, so we're going to want to put 1 here. So let's go ahead and put you here. That. All right. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Let's go ahead and get that 1 in lava again placed. when the game wants to respond again. So lava, lava, lava again. Alright, we'll go here with lava again. So that takes care of lava gun. So what we got? 17.5. We got 17.5. And we got 16. So we need 1,500 stone in Don Mariano. So let's go ahead and do that. $1,500 stone is not too bad. No, that's not what we're looking for. Alright, so there's the winner. Of course, we don't have merchants. Let's go back to Bordonius. Bordonius has the merchants, and so we'll go just 1,500. Oh, come on, for God's sakes. Now, did that go off? That's the question. $1,500 stone, yep, alright. So we've got that. We've got that. Rock and roll. In the meantime, let's get stone placed here. So what we want to do is throw down a couple of these guys now. See, the problem is I like having these guys tucked into these corners here. So we're going to definitely tuck you in there now. And I got to determine where we're going to bring out the pathway here. So what I may... See, I don't... kind of want to keep these reserved for... ballista. So now comes the question, where do I want to put these things? Maybe I want to put one here. Maybe that's what we can do. We can put corners here, corner here. I just gotta watch because where this thing's gonna want to run. It's not blocking anything though, so there's room to get around this thing. See, the thing is, I want to bring it close to here. I think what I want to do is bring it close to here, then bring it out to the outer edge. Bring it out to the outer edge, swing it back around in here, then come back up. I think that may be what I do. So then we have this one here. So we would have one here. Yeah, it's good. Put one here. Maybe even put two here. I think what I'll do, I'll keep things spread around for the moment. We'll put that one there. Now we're coming out on, yeah, see now that, okay, I've got that block, so now I can't, alright. Now it's determined I cannot put it here. So that does block, alright. We can put it here, but then, yeah, see, it runs into what we've done already. So what I may want to do is actually tuck it right into the corner here. Or maybe, you know what, I could, oh, you know what I could do? I could tuck this right into the corner here. Delete some of this stone. But I gotta watch. I might want to pull it up this way through the center then. If I do that. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do it that way. So we'll go ahead and delete. I think just the first two will be good. You know what, let's go the next two. Do not delete the tower, please. So we'll do that. That way this guy will tuck in nice and neat right there. There we go. Then what we can do is just, we'll pull this guy down. If we pull it down this way, yeah. This is how we sort of want this to run. And we'll actually bring it down this way. Sort of in that general direction. Okay. That works. Love again. That's good. 1, 2. I think that's what we did, right? Did I go 2 or 3 down? We went 3 down, then we went across to the edge of that. All right. 3. Now we go across. To there. Then we brought it down 2 and came across. So we had 2,500 left here. Come on. 2 and 3. So let's go ahead and confirm that. We can place 3 of these guys, so we will definitely place the one here. Let's go ahead and confirm that. We will place the other one here. Good, and confirm that. And I think, what did we have? Did we have the one there yet? No, not yet. Alright. We had the one there. Let's go ahead and place that one there. Confirm that. Yep, right where we want it. Alright. That's pretty much what we can do there. We should be ready for Don Mariano now, I think. Not quite. Stone-wise and there we go. And this wise, so 1, 2, 3 to come across. Confirm that. Four. Alright, so we got those guys. And we just gotta wait for our wood. Alright, that gets us somewhere at least. Alright, 9,700. 9,700. 11,700 just because we don't have enough of those. So you know what? We gotta level this thing up a bit. Let's see. Oh my god. I think we can do, so we're over, we need 12. So who has the most? 133. Oh, for God's sakes. $133, 87, 160, so we'll do 15. Come on. We gotta get in the battle report of the week. We're already over an hour. Can you create a spiraling path inside the castle for AI to funnel through? Sort of. Obviously, we can't do an exact spiral because it's all tile based. But we sort of, what we can do is sort of a zigzag. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, technically we could do that. Let me level this up real quick. 310, 329, 298. All right, so we need 204 divided by 3, 35, 150, 80, 16, 240. If we do 80, that's 240. 75 is 225. 210 if we do 70. Actually, we want to do a little less. Let's go 260 right now, so we can do 50. Oh, come on, this thing. Oh, come on. My other system wouldn't keep overheating over here. I'd just keep streaming this thing on Stronghold Kingdoms on that one, but it's not reliable anymore, unfortunately. Let's go 40. Alright, so this sort of evens everybody out to be close to 260. Alright, so we are shy by 44. So that's 15 a pop. Alright, so we got that leveled up. That gives us another turret to play with. Did that come in? Yep. Alright, good. So we'll go ahead and throw this turret here. That's close enough. That works. Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, I think if what you mean is that we can actually, we would come in here, we can come down, and then we could actually, yeah, I mean, you could actually bring the pathway around and around and around, but we can't. I mean, to do like an actual true spiral, though, you would end up eliminating. You would have to eliminate all your interior towers. You would essentially have this outer ring of towers here, because then just to get a few spirals around, you would have to start here, swing around. You might be able to get, see, there would be one, we'd come in this side, there would be 2, 3, we might be able to get 4 spirals in till we get there, but then you're essentially eliminating all towers on the inside of the castle here, which is sort of which is a much weaker defense. I mean, you could you would essentially have to do the checkerboard pattern throughout the rest of the castle, which will be increasing the defense. But the great towers here, you really need at least an interior line of great towers here, because of the catapults that would be launched against you. The closer they are into the castle, your towers, the closer your towers are into the castle, the closer the catapults have to be out here in order to be able to hit those. So that brings them into range of, say, your archers and your ballista. So at the very least, you want the outer ring, because you need that strong outer defense to get the time to have your inner defenses take out catapults and stuff like that. But then you do need the inner ring of towers sort of as your last bastion of defense, because the enemy troops can eat through moats and stone towers fairly quickly. They can't damage towers. The only thing that can damage towers are catapults. So you need to have sort of at least your outer ring and your inner ring of towers as a defensive against catapults. But yeah, I mean, you could really do. I may have done that with a castle or two on USA 1, where I actually came in and just spiraled around the whole thing until I came back came back into here. But at the end of the, see, the problem is with that, at the end of the day, it's sort of not really effective because of the way the AI works. Because what the AI does, the AI has one goal, and that's to get to the center of the keep. So it's going to take the shortest path possible to the center of the keep. So what will happen is that if you don't have towers to sort of force the AI to go where you want to go. So you see here, I've got towers here, so the AI has no choice but to go here. Then it can't go forward into the castle any further. It can't go this way because it can't attack this tower. So it's going to be forced to go this way. And then it says, okay, now I can go this way. Now there's an opening going down this way. So it has to follow, the AI will follow the opening. So we'll go here and say, boop, okay, now I can go towards the keep again. So what happens with here, so I have no defenses here. So what happens is that the AI will just continue on forward here. And it will go towards the thing that it knows it can attack. So it knows it can attack walls. So it'll go down here and it'll start attacking this wall here. So so for example, this here. So if we were coming in this way here, so if I had my opening here, the AI would come down here. All right, it hits this tower. So now it has to make a choice. Do I go left or right? So it'll take the path of least resistance. So, of course, obviously, I have to have an opening to the keep. I have to have a pathway to the keep by the mechanics of the game. So let's say my pathway goes this way. So the path of least resistance, of course, is the way where it can walk. So it'll go this way if my pathway is this way. So what it'll do at this point is, like when it encounters a wall, something in the AI will say, I think there's a percentage where it'll say, okay, there's a wall here. It'll take me closer to the keep. So I think there's a percentage of saying if five troops pass by this wall, the sixth one will attack this part of the wall until it's killed, or it breaks through, and then it will continue on until it's killed. So you'll see troops they'll keep going here, and then all of a sudden one of them will start attacking that wall until he either breaks through the wall, he moves along, allowing the troops behind him to pass through, and then they'll keep going. So it'll do it like that. So like I said, I don't know exactly how it works, but that's what I've noticed from watching attacks. So we'll have like a string of the troops coming through here through the path of least resistance. 4 or 5 of them, however many it is, will pass by, keep following the path of least resistance. One will stop, attack the wall. He's killed, then the rest of the troops will come by, and then again later on another one will stop, attack the wall. But what will happen is, like, if let's say all this stuff was the checkerboard pattern. So what the AI will go, again, path of least resistance, we have our path, we have the opening here, so we'll go this way. But what, again, through that little wherever is percentage, where one of them will go, okay, now I'm going forward, I'm going to attack this part of the wall. What will end up happening, of course, all the troops they'll come in, they'll start backing up. So at some point they'll all start attacking through the walls here. So if this was all the checkerboard pattern, you'd end up having somebody attack through here, attack through here, attack through here, attack through here. So they'll eventually all bulk up, line up against the checkerboard pattern. And again, they'll be, as they can go through the path of least resistance, they will. But then you'll have that group that'll start attacking the checkerboard. So they'll dig through that part of the moat. Then they'll all shift forward. Then they'll start attacking the wall and shift forward again. So what will happen, instead of them just following along the spiral to get into there, you'll just see them attacking through the checkerboard, and forcing themselves more forward this way than through the spiral. So let's say I have this spiral coming out here. More than likely, they will never, if they're attacking from this end, they'll come through here. The troops will actually never reach this point or this point coming through here if they're attacking through the back end here, because they're just going to want to keep on coming through towards the keep this way. So when I have my checkerboard pattern here, you'll actually see it. If there's ever an attack through here, you'll see them. They'll start filtering through here. Of course, they're going to be getting killed off, but you'll see them. They'll start attacking more through this way until they can force themselves through this way, and then they'll just keep coming forward. And because then this becomes the path of least resistance, that's the closest path to the keep. They'll actually stop coming down through this way and just keep coming more forward this way. So that's where you actually can create that spiral, and it will be effective again up to a point, but it actually won't be what you think it would be, to where they're just going to go follow the spiral all the way around, because at the end of the day, the overriding command of the AI is center of the keep, center of the keep. So whatever determines, okay, now this is closer to the keep, this is closer to the keep, is the path they're going to end up taking. So like I said, once they hit the checkerboard, they'll start eating through the checkerboard more and more, because then that becomes the path of least resistance. Even though you have that open pathway here that you need, it's something in the AI says, okay, I'm closer to the keep going this way, so I'm going to keep going this way instead of following all the way around. That's how it works. So it's just one of those things in the AI that it helps you take advantage of certain things, but other things it's like, okay, that's not really the best way to go, but because of the way the AI works, well, that's the way it ends up going anyway. Yes, we don't want no more music, but thank you. We don't need a monk chant. All right, let's see what this attack was here against Bylane. Oh, good, we defended. All right, so we need to do repairs here in Bylane. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Lost another friggin' tower. Boop. There we go. Confirm. So that's why you probably won't ever see a true spiral path from a lot of people. You'll see more. It seems now, when I first started playing, it seemed like just having tower upon tower upon tower was the most effective defense. But I think, again, because of the catapults, having sort of that inner courtyard of the checkerboard pattern sort of is a little bit more effective than just having something like this as a solid wall of towers, because again, the catapults are going to eat through the towers. Your defenses are only going to be able to take out so many catapults at a time. Now, of course, it might take 2 or 3 attacks to get to the center here, and with the checkerboard baron the same way. I mean, there's no perfect defense. It might take 2 or 3 attacks, but eventually, your castle is going to be breached after that time. So the key is to make it as difficult as possible, i.e., force your opponent to attack as many times as possible before they hit your keep, and of course, obviously, spend as many troops and catapults as possible doing it. So that's sort of why you'll see both towers and sort of towers with the checkerboard defense are probably the most effective way to ensure your castle forces a good number of attacks before it falls there. All right, let's get into Don Mariano. We'll wrap this up here. All right, so yeah, we're up there. We're short, I think, 6,000, aren't we? Oh no, we're above by 4,000, which is fine. All right, so let's see where I want to put what. So we've got 2 here, 1 there. All right, so that's where we're putting those guys. So we've got 2 here, 1. I can put 2. I think. Let's see where I've put here. I didn't put anything here in lapu-lapu yet. I think what I want to do is put 1 here and put 1 here. So that's what we'll do. We'll put that guy there. We'll put that guy there. So we'll put you there. We will put you there. There we go. Good. We'll confirm that. And I think that'll work pretty good. Yes, as soon as it wants to confirm, of course. Okay. So we're good there. So good. We got some, we built, we did at least a little bit of work on our parishes here. Neglected so much. We can't, I don't think we can throw anything else down yet. We need at least 3 flags for that. Trying to see if there's anything. We definitely want to put the Tunnelers Guild down, so that's going to require 3 flags. Castellan's house upgrades the keep. Don't really need to do that yet. Right now, the most important thing is the Tunnelers Guild and the Parish Army speech. So I think the next thing we're going to throw down is the Tunnelers Guild. That's really the next most important bit of defense that we need to do here. So I gotta wait a couple more days. We can do that. Taxes, yep, we want to keep taxes there. Definitely gotta keep taxes there for Lapu. Lavagan, yep, we're fine there. We got the money in Lavagan, ironically enough. I don't seem to lose as many troops in Lavagan as I do other places. Barian, do I want to do anything extra in Barian here? Let's do this real quick. Because we do have to get onto our battle report of the week here. I'm definitely going longer than I anticipated for this episode today. We'll just do this. I got to figure out where my opening is here going to be. There we go. See, if I do this, I can come in here. We would spiral around. But then again, you know, see, you got to take into account where you need all your barracks and all that kind of stuff. So that sort of hampers how much of a spiral, how big your spiral is going to end up being. So like I said, we can come in here, but then we really have to cut the corners close, because the corners are generally where you're going to put your barracks and your defenses. Because again, the way the AI works is going to want to funnel. It's always going to want to funnel towards the center here. So even if you set up an attack in the corner here, the AI's goal is to funnel towards the center. So you know, you can set up. We've seen it in treasure castle attacks in the past when we've done those for battle reports of the week. You know, where you're going after treasure, you set up all your troops here, but they're still coming down this way. They're still coming down this way because they want to go towards the center. Again, it's just the nature of the AI in the game. It sort of affects how, you know, your castle defenses need to be. And, you know, you can have pretty neat looking castle defenses, but at the end of the day, they may not be very effective because of how the AI is coded and it's how its pathing is coded. All right, so let's go ahead here. So we're actually going to end up splitting this into 2 different uploads here. Battle report of the week, where are we? About 130, 126 for battle report.